Goke here with us on the TV, and I'm joined by Callum Burrows, aka Saint Raymond. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
And as you can see, you're on tour at the moment, right?
Yes.
Playing random gig at London.
Yes.
How's it going?
Good, man. It's kind of weird being in Shepherd's Bush. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever been to Shepherd's Bush Empire. So, yeah, I kind of do this, and then it's festival season really throughout. So, yeah, it's nice to come to London and do a headline show.
Where are you playing festivals?
We're doing Tea in the Park, Reading and Leeds. What else are you doing? Doing a bunch this summer. So yeah, it's quite busy. Doing quite a few like uni balls and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, it's going to be a busy one throughout. So I'm excited.
And your album, can you talk us through that? Because that's coming out very soon.
Yeah, that comes out on June the 29th. So a month away. So
What's
yeah,
it called?
It's called Youngblood.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm kind of excited because I've been kind of on the road for a while now.
Isn't Youngblood, you did an EP called Youngblood?
Yeah, and there's a track called Youngblood as well. So yeah. So kind of, I think that as a song and what it represents is kind of me as an artist. So I think that kind of defined it all. And
you've been on the road, so what's it like being on the road like now? Because especially this year, being MTV brand new, and then like BBC introduced a lot of people like, wow, and then now people know you like.
Yeah.
Nottingham.
It's still, it still like kind of baffles me really, just like getting to do these kind of shows and like Rock City in Nottingham, and like, which is like a venue I've grown up going to gigs to.
Now, don't say Rock City in Nottingham. Like, I have a bone to pick with Callum because I heard on one of the interviews he said he played Bodega. I went to Nottingham Uni and Rock City was my favourite place and the best place for gigs. How can you say sweaty Bodega?
Yeah, I may have changed my mind now. Yeah. I think Rock City, but Bodega, there's something about Bodega because I did it like 18 months ago, and it's just so small and sweaty, and I love that. Yeah, exactly. But Rock City, I got to do that on a headline show, and then I headlined Dot to Dot Festival last weekend, so I played it again, and yeah, that place is special. That place is special. Yeah, man, I think it's one of them venues like I've always just like grown up dreaming of playing it.
You told me you've just been in LA, recorded an album, gone through Europe and like around the UK. Now you're on O2 and Shepherd's Bush, and got big festivals coming up. Talk to me how it's like been progressing from like small, and what your influences were like when you're.
So kind of for me, like I just started when I was about 14, 15. I just kind of started gigging wherever I could, bars, pubs, playing to no one, and then kind of started coming down to London when I was about 16, nearly 17, and started doing some writing with people, and then basically I got to know a few artists. One of them was Gabrielle Aplin, and did a couple of shows with her around Europe and the UK, and then basically she's got a little independent label called Never Fade, and she said, oh, like we'd love to release your first EP off it. So I went from there, and then and then it kind of started rolling from there really. Signed to Atlantic Asylum Records after the back of that, which I'd never expected. And then kind of all just been a massive whirlwind from there really. Got to go on tour with Time, Ed Sheeran.
I heard about Ed Sheeran. What was that?
Yeah,
that was last December, right?
So we went on tour from the start of October till the end of November. It was like 9 weeks on the road. That's like the longest I've ever been on the road.
That must have been, because Ed Sheeran, probably the biggest,
one of the
biggest stars. How's that like?
Crazy. It's like we got to do the O2 Arena 4 nights. And what was even amazing, just going to Europe, and the fact he's playing arenas in Europe as well. So like, it was just one of them experiences. Like, I don't think it still hasn't quite sunk in that we did it, because it's like just looking back and thinking of all the crazy shows. But yeah, it was amazing.
So what's your favourite song then? Because I'm a big fan of Bonfire.
Okay, yeah.
And then I don't know why, but Little Man, I Want to Dance with Somebody sort of mix.
Yeah. That was cool. I had to make that up on the spot, because I turned up to the session and they were like, yeah, so we can do one of your songs and a cover, and I was like, oh, right. Can you give me 5 minutes? So I had to kind of make that one up. But Bonfire's a special one because I wrote it when I was like 14, and for some reason it still resonates with people.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favourite. So what's your favourite?
Youngblood sticks out for me, and there's a track called As We Are Now, which is probably my favourite, which is a slow song about when all my friends left university and I was kind of in Nottingham, not knowing what to do in my life. So yeah, that's for two very different reasons. But yeah, I think
turned out all right for you then.
Just try it.
I have a few questions I want to ask you that are just completely out of random.
Okay.
A few of my friends want to know. If you were to be a superhero, what superpowers would you have?
Ooh, I'd like to be invisible and time travel. Is that a superpower? It is now. It is now. So yeah, I think I'd like to be invisible. I'd like to be a bit sneaky.
Bit sneaky, why?
Just no one knows you're there, yeah.
Okay, and this is another stupid question, but you've got to just answer it.
Okay.
Would you rather lick a hedgehog or spend a night with a skunk?
Lick a hedgehog.
What?
Skunks stink, man.
in terms of now, this is a serious one, like musical influences, who's influenced you? Because I'm going to say Jake Bugg, I'm sure, has been a big part of why Nottingham people, Indiana's from Nottingham,
that's
so
right,
as you can see, there's a growth. Why is that? Why?
I think because the thing with Nottingham is there's a real supportive community of artists, and with Nottingham you've got so many gig venues, like Bodega, 250 people, loads of different open mic nights across the city. The promoters will get you on at these gigs supporting people, so I think it's just a really community vibe. And for me, like growing up, I kind of was into loads of different kind of stuff. I was into Oasis when I was really young. I went to see Oasis when I was like 7, and then kind of grew up like wanting to play guitar. So I got into a lot of guitar bands like the Kooks, Maccabees.
Yeah. Right. So thank you so much.
No worries, man.
Callum,
Thank you very much, man.
And what's your album name and where can we catch it?
Youngblood, and it's out June the 29th. Available in all good stores and maybe some rubbish ones as well.
That's Goke Solanke. This is Disorder TV. Saint Raymond.
Super.
Thank you very much.